mentioned, that's where the easy mode meme. This mouse. Okay, there we go. So that's where like the easy mode meme started. They make a reference to the character Raisin as udonge, which in Japanese means suppository, because of the what's that exactly? Okay, sorry. It's because of the bullets actually fired are shaped like suppositories, so it's a constant joke, running joke about that. And of course, the vast number of characters that are in the Touhou verse. And so this is a giant scrolling picture.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sorry about the lag. So as you can see, there's well over 100 characters. I think last count was 150 or something. Yeah, last count was around 150, give or take. All with essentially their own backgrounds, their own backstories, and pretty much unique design. And so essentially, what it means is that regardless of kind of what you're interested in, regardless of what interests you, it's pretty much guaranteed that you'll find a character that you'll like out of the series. And here's another picture of that. And of course, the fan culture. Back to the topic of doujin.
So these three things: gameplay, music, and characters. I feel like when I first encounter some people who are Touhou fans, they're like, oh, I don't really feel like a real Touhou fan because I can't play the games. And well, I don't think that's true, because Touhou is really more than just the game. It encompasses the music and characters as well. So you're just as big a Touhou fan if you also just love the characters or you love the music. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are at the game itself. And to wrap this all together is the doujin culture of Japan, where over 35,000 people find, oh, you know what? I have nothing better to do in my free time than to draw pictures of pretty girls. And so, Touhou is just one of these environments that fosters this sort of creativity. And Zun is very, very appreciative of all the people who kind of create artwork with his characters, and he really promotes it, and even acknowledges it in his own canon. So I find that Touhou is really special because of this. So some examples of fan products that you can find being sold at Comic-Con. You have guitar picks and fans and mahjong tiles and figures and stickers. Of course, there are tons and tons of music CDs. We'll play you some samples later in the second half of the panel. And then you have Nika Nika Doga, which is sort of like the online otaku hangout place in Japan. And so it's kind of like the Japanese YouTube where people upload videos to share with each other. But Touhou is so popular that it gets its own category on this website. Quite a few very famous music videos first got published on this website, and we'll play a couple of them.
So first up, we have the Bad Apple video for those of you who attended our previous panel, you'll be familiar with it, the latest one, yeah. And then this is actually a compilation of not just the original Bad Apple video, but fan-made clips of it as well. So enjoy. it's really hard to find another kind of like fan work of Touhou that kind of has the same kind of traction that Bad Apple has. And in fact, it was actually the #1 ranking video on Nico Nico until a few years ago. And so the video about Bad Apple is actually a tribute video to all the victims of the 2012 earthquake, or 2011, sorry. I'm a little on sleep, sorry. Anyway, so that's so Bad Apple by a long shot is one of the most popular videos on that site. And this one is the second video. This is spliced from pretty much Japanese McDonald's commercials, and the music you hear is one of the most famous tracks from the Touhou series. And there's tons of videos like this where they basically take random video clips of. And this is where the meme Run on Move from that you hear on Nico Nico a lot. That's just much more of that. Another one is Cherno's Perfect Math Class. We'll play that. Oh yeah, we'll play that. Yeah. And then, of course, a major category on Nico Nico is Nico Nico Dance, or MMD for short. So this is actually a fan-created software that allows people to basically make 3D animations specifically for character animations. And so, of course, as the name implies, it was originally created for making Vocaloid music videos with. But, of course, the software allows you to import custom models, custom backgrounds, and whatnot. So, on Nico Nico, they hold a contest called MMD Cup. And so what MMD Cup is, they pretty much accept submissions for a period of several weeks, and then the fans, the viewers on Nico Nico will vote for them. And then so based on those vote counts, they give out different awards in various categories. And so a video that I compiled together is actually some of the winners, or some of the top ranked videos of prior competitions. So you'll see there's a wide variety. So yeah, so those are some of the winners or runner-ups from previous competitions. And what you'll notice is that what I noticed is when I was compiling these videos is that Touhou-related videos only actually account for about 10 to 20% of all the entries to these competitions, but they seem to be they tend to do really well. And I noticed, especially in more recent videos, a common factor is having Alice star in the video. Seems to boost their rankings. Of course, this is in
So-
2008.
I mentioned that Nikki Yoga is a central place where people upload their videos. But many, big companies who own huge copyrights, they really don't like it when people post videos using their characters and their songs. And I feel like because there's such huge dojo energy, it's really a waste of their talents and their attention that these companies put in a lot of effort to take down videos. And I think that the flourishing of things such as Touhou and Vocaloid is really due to the leniency that their owners have to producing fan works. And I think it's really just it's a pity that these companies don't allow people to create stuff with their products.
Okay, yeah, this one is not updated. But Pixiv is kind of like a Japanese version of DeviantArt, if you're familiar with that. And they have a tags page where you can pretty much have it sorted by most companies' tags. It actually got unseated, I believe it was last January. By Original, which is the second rank in that screenshot.
This is the translated version.
Yeah, the translated of the top 10 rankings. That screenshot was, I believe, from a year and a half ago, just before it got unseated. And so, number 1, Touhou, number 2, Original, as an original character. 3, rank 3 is adult only. 4, main sketch, as in usually like a pencil sketch or unfinished sketch. 5, manga. 1, featuring a girl.
That means 6.
Oh, 6, yeah. Number 7, Italia. Number 8, Kumuke, which is pretty much refers to boys love or yaoi type content. Number 9 is Vocaloid, and then number 10 is Pokemon.
And Kankole is now number 20, which is retarded.
And of course, the wide variety of doujin games. That's one of the types of doujin that are out there. And of course, one of the most well-known doujin games is Komajo Densetsu. Americans know it as Touhou Manga.
I would say this game specifically is pretty notable because the character designs created by Banpai Akira are particularly well known and famous and very popular. So often you will see cosplayers and fan art using these characters. So there's just something to keep in mind that people just take the Touhou art, but they also make their own variations and their own spins on it. And if they become popular enough, they get their own derivative works based on that. So it's a whole chain of people creating stuff based on other things.
And it actually, it's pretty cool because they actually recognize the popularity of it, and there is an actual official English and French patch available for people who bought it out of the country. And of course, there's a fan anime, Summer Days Dream.
It's one example by my cousin, and 2 episodes have already been released, and it's it's completely fan done. So the quality is it's not as good as some really big things like Sunrise, but it's still really well done and carries a lot of the characteristics from the personalities of all the characters from Touhou.
And like we mentioned earlier about Reitaisai. It's Reitaisai is actually short for the full name, which is Hakure Jinja Reitaisai, translating to Hakure Shrine Grand Festival. And so Zoo created this event basically to showcase his own games, and he invited fans to also be present with them. And so yeah, it is a single genre event, meaning that every table there carries Touhou content, and it is the largest single genre convention in the world.
So if people came to my local panel, I'll still touch upon this. So some people have expressed some worry that maybe there's been too much commercialization now with these franchises. And Zoom has taken note of this, and now he has to like talk to companies before they produce Touhou works. And so one particular note was the Maikaze anime used voice actors who are commercial voice actors, and people who saw it might think like, oh, this must be some commercial anime. But nowadays, Zoom has talked to them, and it's like all you need to do is just put Dojin anime, and it's okay. So basically, it's like he really wants people to recognize, understand. This is people doing it for fun. This is people making art, making music that they love and appreciate, not just to make money.
Yeah, because the voice actresses, we're not talking about just small anime. We're talking like big budget, like primetime anime. And he was worried that if they tweet that, oh hey, I'm voice acting for this Maikaze anime, that the fans who aren't familiar with Touhou might think, oh, is this some new big budget anime project as well? So yeah, he just wanted to make sure that people didn't get their own idea. And of course.
And so now that we've done with the serious laws and copyrights and shit, let's go through some memes, some fun things that if you want to talk to and communicate with other Touhou fans, you probably want to know some of these memes.
It's good to be familiar with these. Of course, probably one of the most famous images,
It means take it easy.
And so the way it originated is actually for those of you familiar with 2chan, the English copy being 4chan, they have multiple boards where people can post text and images, and so so 2chan has a text art, ASCII art board, and people create their own custom ASCII art and then they upload it for others to see. And so one day, an anonymous user uploaded the images, the text you see on the left. Saying that, oh, this is Mario and Rainbow. And immediately following the reply to that was Yukurishite Internet, take it easy. Because of course, proportions are not quite right. It basically kind of implied that you're trying too hard. But for some reason, the reply and the image became synonymous with each other. So now the two are basically connected. And of course, somebody took the ASCII art and then drew it back out again, and that's what they got. And of course, Cherno and the number 9. And so where the association with the number 9 originated from is in the manual for Perfect Cherry Blossom.
The 9th game.
So on the manual. It tells you what's on the screen. So of course, number 1 being your character, number 2 being score, etc., etc. And then you get down to number 9, which is next to the second player. And you think it'll say second player, but if you actually look at the manual, it says number 9 is labeled Faka. And so just the number 9, idiot, and Cherno became associated. Well, actually, the joke of Cherno being stupid actually came from long before that And so, and so this is from level 6, easy mode. This is Cherno's mid-boss battle. And the spell part is by working out the timer. 10, 9, and that's in these spell cards. And other bosses do have safe zones, but they're not quite as easy to.
So one of the most popular Cherno songs that uses her personality is Cherno's Math Class.
Touhou M1 Grand Prix is actually a parody of the actual competition called M1 Grand Prix, which is a Manzai style comedy, which is done in pairs. And so what happened is there's a series